Great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
What's good? What's good? What's up, Tiger Nation? Appreciate your patience, man. Sorry about the delay. We had to set up, get everything rocking and rolling, man. So live from Soleil. What's up, Big Dog?
What's up?
Man, it's been a long day, man. What up, Zoe? We got Zoe over there. What's up, Big Dog?
What's happening, man? What's up, TD? Superman, Ken Clark. What up, D? I love family.
Man, you got it, bro. You got it, man. Boy, it's been a day, man. Everybody want to know where Zoe at. Everybody want to know what's going on, man. So if you guys are, we're live right now at Soleil. Come through, and we'll comp you a beverage, one beverage. We say open tab, but whatever you need, we'll take care of it. So don't come over and try to splurge on us. You know, we got a few hoodies left over. We got a couple of mediums, a couple of larges, and then we got some big sizes, 3X, 4X. And a couple of 2Xs as well. So if you need a hoodie, if you bought a hoodie from us, come through, pick it up. We'll be over here for about a good hour and a half. Just hanging out, man. We're going to talk some Jackson State football. Appreciate the patience. Can y'all hear us just fine?
We're in the Fondra now.
In the Fondra, yeah. So just so y'all know, Ezra, shout out to Ezra Brown, the owner of Soleil Coffee and Bubble Tea. Yeah, he came by, gave him a hoodie, and he blessed us with allowing us to go live from his establishment again tonight. But he is opening up a couple of additional locations. So he does have one of our capital. I'm not sure if those are up and running just yet, but he's just about done. But we're in the Fondren location right next to the Quiznos, if you guys aren't familiar. So we'll be over here for about a good hour and a half. And we're going to go live like we normally do. Your typical Friday night show. We got everything on deck that we normally have on deck. And we'll go from there. So I'll pause. TD, you got anything you want to?
Yeah. Good evening, Tiger Nation. How y'all doing? Hope y'all having a good evening.
Camera. You're not talking to that.
Oh,
thing
okay.
Hey.
Let's try this again. Good evening, Tiger Nation. Hope everyone is doing well. We are located here in Fondren area at Soleil. Come on through, get you a slice of cake. Beverage, man. They got some nice beverage up there. I like them things with little bubbles in it, man.
Caramel macchiato, man.
They're carrying.
Hey, man, come get y'all a bubble tea, man.
Get that bubble tea?
That bubble tea, yeah. Yeah, y'all. If you're in the area, come on out and join us. Right across from the University Hospital, right down from the stadium. Come on and join us live. We got a few people coming in the house.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be a different show like we normally did. Last time we were live from Soleil, but we wanted to interact with the family. Like I said, we got some hoodies left over, and we wanted to get just if they needed one, that was fine. And we got a couple of supporters that's already getting ready to shop with them. I'm gonna take care of it. Yeah, we're gonna take care of that. So yeah, man, you guys show love. Oh my goodness, as a fan of the show. Hey, superstar, how you doing?
Hello. Hey, they coming in, y'all.
I got you covered.
Join us.
Just tell them what you want. I'll get you covered. All right, good deal. So yeah, man, y'all come on in. Somebody, dang, I'm in bed now. Look, we ain't want to change from our regular time, bro. We go 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, so we weren't trying to do it a little early. We got a new member over here who is awesome fan. Don't matter, but I appreciate the support. Thank you for becoming a channel member. What level are they? I can't see. Anybody? What level we looking at? Hoodie came in yesterday. That's what's up. Man, the hoodie is fire, man. First of all, let me shout out my brother Jason Hall, Merch Pack. Appreciate you, bro. Much love, man. The hoodie is dope. Everybody, and we're gonna all be low. We all gonna look alike tomorrow. You know what I mean? Probably the only difference is the shoes.
It's gonna be cold.
It'll be cold enough, man. Listen, so what we do. No, seriously. So check this out. All right. So just so y'all know, this hoodie right here is it got Ken Clark 1400 on the back. Right. This right here is compliments of the Jersey Wave. Shout out to Craig Thomas. Oh. If you want to get a hoodie like this, Craig made this. This is a custom hoodie from the Jersey Wave, bro.
That's nice, man. I didn't know he did that.
Yeah, man. Craig did this a little while ago. A little something. Shout out to Craig. He gets you right now. So you got to go to Jersey Wave. Matter of fact, I'll throw it up on the screen real quick if someone wanted to go holler at Craig for hit him up, man. Go to actually just go to IG _ the Jersey Wave _ and hit him up. Tell him Ken sent you, and he'll get you taken care of, man. So shout out to Craig, just a supporter of the channel and channel sponsor, and we appreciate all his support. So listen, man, it's 77. You say everybody say 77 is hot, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all now. Y'all know this. 77 in the vet a little different.
Okay.
Because that wind comes through, and it's warming up. So what we did was this right here is considered a heavy duty hoodie. This is heavy duty. Okay. I sweat a little bit today because when it got a little spicy out there, you know, I felt a little perspiration though. But we did lightweight. We did middleweight. I'm sorry. So there's lightweight, which is thin like a t-shirt. Mm-hmm. Then you have middleweight, right, which is light. What we have, it's long sleeves. So the hoodie is perfect for tomorrow.
It is
because it's gonna start off cold in the morning. It's gonna warm up during the game time, and when the game is over, the temperature gonna drop again. And Hawk gonna be standing outside waiting on you. So you ain't no need of trying to go short sleeve and then put on long sleeves after the game. You get sick. Right. This is the perfect weather to get sick in. So
and then the sun gonna go down back behind the
look, roll your sleeves. You can pull your sleeves up now. If you need to look cool tomorrow with your hoodie on, just pull your sleeves up like that. It'll be all right. But I wouldn't recommend it. You know what I'm saying? But no, I think it's gonna be just fine. It'll be most of everybody's gonna be tailgating. We'll probably get to the stadium a little early. We do plan on hitting up the Blue Bengal Athletic Association. Check out the alumni tailgate. Brother Lynn, thank you for the donation tonight. We appreciate that. See, Brother Lynn know we over here spending money, so he's gonna bless us to, you know what I'm saying, to compensate us, man.
I did want to tell you, and all you fine folks at home that's watching, y'all do know the weatherman is the only person that don't have to have any accountability.
That's true. Hey, that's true. That's true. So I always say, man, the weatherman got the best job security in the world right now. He just throw out all kinds of stuff. It'll never be right.
It don't have to be accountable for nothing.
Oh man, hey, look. So man, shout out to Mr. ASVP Visual today, man.
What?
Man, Austin showed out today, man.
What?
Look, man. Hey, listen. Man. I doff my hat off to brother ASVP.
Yeah.
Look, man, when the little Halloween music kind of had. So for folks that don't get it, though, the theme of the uniform is kind of like that. It's like the Jason mask almost. You know what I'm saying? The Michael Myers. You know, he got on all dark clothes and he got the what? He got the white mask going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of.
We're gonna put our dubs up until Texas Southern tomorrow. You can't see us.
Yes, indeed, man. So I love the look. I just thought it was a real clean look. Shout out to Dominique and the equipment staff. A little different, you know. It's a little different, man. But it's trendy. You know how these student athletes, they love trends, man. So
everybody was calling for the black lid, man. I think the white lid did a nice job.
So here's why you don't go with a black lid, in my opinion, right now.
Talk to me.
So how many times you think we're gonna wear a black uniform, even if we rock a black? Because you're only gonna have one blackout, right? So why would you spend $25,000, $30,000 on a lid, potentially $35K for one time? So the reason they chose to go with the white lid, we can do multiple things with the white lid. We can wear that white lid multiple times.
And the decal.
And so you can change the decals, you can change the face mask, and you can wear the same lid. Now, I get it. You know, we're not Oregon, where we can have 13, 15, 14 different looks on the same helmet. But I like the look. It was clean. I never seen, Zoe, maybe you can tell me. I haven't seen the block look like that. I've never seen a white helmet with a red block. That's different.
That's the first time we've ever worn that block ever.
But man, listen, the way you can tell if it's a hit or not, you ask the players, man. The student athletes, they the ones that got to go play in it. They love the uni, man. As a matter of fact, they actually helped design it. So, hey, man, they rocking it.
And look, I was right. Because all we actually did change the face mask on it. So it's a new decal, same face mask out. So I mean, the helmet looks good. The helmet does look good, though. I love the helmet. The helmet looks good.
Absolutely, man.
And I would say this: go back and look at Tennessee last week and see what they wore.
Man, Tennessee been wearing different uniforms every week, though, man.
Yeah, but last week they wore all black with a white lid.
They did. Matter of fact, there's a game tonight. Dartmouth playing in. They're green and white. They wore a black and white uni with the white lid green accents. They literally did the same thing. Really? Ask Nook, what Dartmouth looked like tonight. White lid, black uni. Looks just. It ain't the same, but it was dope. So shout out to, it was same concept. Shout out to Maria Thompson for the channel membership. Welcome back to the channel. We appreciate the support. Any members out there that want to become a channel member, pick a level. We got bronze, silver, gold, platinum, perks for each level. Platinum chat if you're a platinum member, discount on all merch. You got all that, all those different. So everybody in the platinum members, they purchased the hoodie, they got a discount as well. So just it pays for itself. Every time we roll out a new shirt with our partnership with Merch Pack, we'll be offering platinum discounts. So just consider that whenever you want to be a channel member, and just something to consider why the memberships are important for this channel. It allows us to do what we do. We have taken every single dollar that basically come back and even spent some of our own money to try to really invest into what we've done this season. It's really been a labor of love. And it costs to travel, man. It is what it is, but we wanted to go all in this season, and I think we're gonna hit it, TD. I think we're gonna hit all 11 this season.
Hey, you know what, man?
Yeah.
I like that hoodie some more. I bought 4.
TD bought 4 on the way to where we was on the way to, KT
Pine
Bluff. But TD bought them 4 hoodies.
5.
Got about 5 hoodies.
Yeah,
That's right.
5.
Yeah,
but KG does say he got the bill, so I'm good. Hey, you didn't hear the man? Go and get your coffee. You good?
Hey, give me a caramel macchiato. Caramel macchiato. I know he's gonna put the little espresso shot. I need that, man, because that red-eye flight this week whooped me, man. It whooped me. That Wednesday, I was struggling. I got to be honest with y'all. I know everybody coming up to us today, they said Zoe failed on the camera. I tried to tell him, Zoe. I tried to tell him it was the last time, bro.
Hey, well.
Hey, look, Zoe, I'm not kidding. I had somebody come up to me today, our buddy from the airport, man, that know you, that went to, I think went to school with you. Mm-hmm. And he said, be honest with me, bro. He says, Zoe failed, didn't he? I said,
hey, the verdict is out, man, and everyone I got was falling.
No, I did not fall. My computer failed, man.
Okay. We're going to rock with that, bro.
Yes, indeed, man.
Look, I'm man enough to admit that I did, because honestly, if I fallen, y'all would have saw me like literally getting up, and I probably would have gave it away even more had I really, really failed. But no, I did not fall. My computer failed.
Nah, it was definitely a funny moment, though. Go ahead.
Hey, man, but you guys was talking about the dope unis and the dope video. I mean, I don't even know if Dope do it justice for the work that Austin and the team does or did on that video. But with that being said, man, I mean, the vibe, man, the vibe, the energy right now.
The old computer falling excuse.
The dog ate my homework.
Yeah, I know. Great evening. Good evening. She said, what she say? I rewatched it. It looked like he failed and tried to play it off. Glad he's okay.
I did. I can't follow him. Sit down.
All I'm gonna say is, bro, is that you gave me a jolt of energy because my energy level. I want y'all to know this. I was working on literally an hour and a half of sleep on that show on Wednesday. So when I was putting my head down, I was dozing off like Joe, man. And I'm telling you, my body was just like, because the flight to Dallas from Ontario is short. It's 2.5 hours.
Mhm.
So it takes about by the time I fell asleep, we were landing. Then you got to get off the plane. You got to go to the next gate. I took about a 30-minute nap.
You said
from
2.5
Dallas to
hours
Jackson.
is short?
2.5, no, bro. But I'm saying on the average, you're sleeping about 5, 6, 7 hours.
Right. Oh, okay.
An hour, bro, of good sleep, and I'm
Right.
stuck in the middle because I'm I got in the last minute,
Yeah.
so I'm kind of like I got my little neck pillow. It was brutal, man. It was brutal. So I got about 2 hours.
Okay.
And I don't take naps well. Nook know how I do. The way I take naps, for those that don't know, I got to go to my destination and let the seat back in the car, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I can't take it. If I go home and try to lay down and take a nap,
Yeah.
but my mind be like
Racing.
Like you need to be doing something.
It's gonna keep spinning, man. And I'll just
Racing.
Yeah, bro.
Right.
So it's just but I went to see my grandma today and fed grandma. We was in there chilling, man. Grandma, let me say this about, I want to say this.
Mm-hmm.
So I seen my grandmother and coaches here, and grandma's getting better, man. Believe it or not, it's crazy. But you know why I feel like she's getting better? Now her body's not getting better,
Right?
But her mind is in a great place.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm witnessing someone who has adopted this. God is in control, and whenever it's my time to go, I'll go. I'm content. I'm great. And she just looks like she's enjoying life right now. And it's almost like she's a medical miracle because a certain particular part of her body is failing her, but it doesn't look like it. And I'm talking about she is sharp. She's like, Jack State got a game. We talking about Jack State got a game tomorrow. We playing at the stadium.
Right.
Talking about my girls, you know what I'm saying? She is locked in, You going to the game, you good, and it was cool, man,
Sound like a beautiful thing, man.
Man, I'm in there every day. Every day I'm here, I go see her. I'm feeding her, you know what I'm saying? She loving it, bro. She look like she just, and she got to get her Pepsi now. Shout out to Pepsi. We need that sponsorship. Grandma been drinking Pepsi since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. She like, look, what I need to eat healthy for.
Right. Hey.
I'm not even making this up. I'm telling you, she is like, so I'm gonna try to go get her. I'm gonna sneak her in. I ain't gonna tell you. Let me leave that alone. That's between me and her. I'm gonna go get her a little something.
And the whole thing, man. You sound like Grandma said to you, man. Enjoy life. You only get once. I mean,
she look like a kid in a candy store, man.
Right.
She light up every time I come in the room, man. And the family has all embraced her. I'm seeing people I ain't seen in a long time here locally. I go in, I see them. They there with grandma too. Our grandmother was like, she was a community grandmother.
Right.
When you pull up in the in Mosley Manor and playing your music, she comes to the door. And if grandma made it to the door, it was a problem. She didn't care who you was. You could have a mouthful of goals. You could be the toughest dude in the block. She'd be like, turn that music down. They'd be like, yes, man. Yes, man.
15.
Oh, on spot.
Boom.
I mean, that's how much. That was our grandmother, man. She was the neighborhood grandma, and everybody respected her and loved her, man. So, and she been around here blessing, man. Like I said the same thing when you came to my other grandmother that passed. I said, look, the Bible said, well, we get 70 years, and whenever we're blessed with additional years like this, 20 years, hey, man, it's for us. It ain't really for them. They get to stick around to hold us together and make sure we prepare. And it almost like she's letting us know, look, don't get y'all stuff together, man, because eventually I'm gonna get out of here.
Exactly.
And so that's the update. That's all I got on that. But it's all good.
Yeah, and there's no need to, worry about me. Don't.
It has helped me though.
Yeah,
it's helped me because when someone tells you that somebody that means the world to you, their days are numbered, it kind of puts you in this kind of limbo stage where you want to grieve and you don't know, should I grieve because they're still here. I'm looking at them, and it's like, you know what? Put the grief down. Let me just enjoy the time because hell, I could be out here before she is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You got to make sure you live. What we say all the time, though, be intentional about living.
Be intentional on living.
What is that? What that? That ain't how it looked last. I thought to get like espresso shots. You got it. Oh, he mixed it in this time. Bro, you mixed it in. What else you mixing it, man? You ain't putting nothing else in there, did you? Hey, man, y'all come on, get y'all a little something, man, to sip over here, man. We live at Soleil coffee and bubble tea. But anyway, appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. Come on through. Go ahead, TD. So what you got?
Not much, man.
Ooh, that's good, dog. That's good, man. I ain't even no coffee drinker like that. Zoe a coffee drinker. I called Zoe the other day. Zoe was ordering a coffee and an orange juice. And an orange juice. I was like, how you gonna mix that? But anyway, y'all. Let's jump into a couple of preliminaries real quick, and we'll get it out the way. Let's go ahead and do it. We want to say congratulations to the JSU women's soccer team, man. Huge victory today. They defeated us. Anytime we beat Southern in anything, it's a great day to be a JSU.
Trying to tell you, anytime you could beat the Bays Brigade, I don't care if it's spades, Connect Four, table tennis, your mama jokes, whatever.
Yes, indeed, man. It was a great match, man. And now we get a rematch of last year's SWAC championship, Jackson State women's soccer team versus Grambling. And man, listen, I don't know if y'all watched that game last year, but it went into overtime. We was up 2-0. I'm not kidding. We was up 2-0, and Grambling scored in the last minute. And then they scored again right before the game ended, bro. I likely had a heart attack, man. I'm like, I know good and doggone well we ain't gonna get this game, boy. So we went into overtime and we wound up winning the game. And we beat Grambling for the SWAC championship. So it's a SWAC championship rematch. And Grambling's #1 this year. We number 2. But I think we're gonna take the victory again this time.
Man, what is it about that last few seconds? You know, you shut out a team for 3 3/4 halves, however many quarters they have, and then all of a sudden, like the Valley game. I mean, you shut them out and you get.
It's kind of like survival mode. I think when you ain't got nothing to lose, it's an all out. You know what I'm saying? Don't die mentality, and I think we're playing to survive.
Right.
And so both teams are playing to survive, but it's a different level.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to survive and hang on. They're trying to survive and not get, not lose.
Right.
So the energy got different. Even the aggression of the game, for those that watched that game last year, the aggression of the game was different. Grambling turned it on. And they got like super aggressive. And they wound up wheeling themselves into a couple of points. And I mean, like literally, I'm not making this up. They scored as the time ended, bro. Wow. And they did a replay to see if the time had went off the clock before they kicked it.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It was literally at the last second. I was like, OMG. Heart just banging. Because, in a championship game, it doesn't matter what sport it is. When you're watching it, you're into it, especially if you're JSU Tiger. But this team has had a lot of shutouts. They got a really good defense. We won a lot of games 1-0. So Coach Plagatti, shout out to him and his staff and his great team. We had the offensive player of the year.
Awesome. So is there a central location where this game is played, or is it played at Grambling? Is it here? I mean,
somebody tell us where was the game played? Was it here? Was it local? I can't confirm that or not. Somebody in the chat let us know. If you watched the game, was it local or was it?
No, it wasn't local.
Wasn't local. Okay. It was at PV. Prairie View.
Okay.
It was.
Yeah.
Hey, man. So if you're in that area, you're not able to make it to the Jackson State Tech Southern game, man, go support the women over in Houston. Make sure we go out there and we're out there. And if you, like I said, if you can't make it and you're local, let's show up and show out, man.
And if you're in this area, come on by Soleil Cafe in Fondren, right across from the stadium.
Yes, sir. So it looks like Jackson State was ranked #2. Southern was ranked #3, and we've advanced to the finals. Let's move right along, everybody. Big time commitment today, Zoe. I'm gonna let you take this one. We got somebody out of Yazoo City, man. Shout out to Coach Carlisle, man.
Yeah.
Coach Carlisle, we call him the Blackfield Jackson, man. That boy don't do nothing but win. Everywhere he go, he wins championships. And rest in peace to his dad. Coach Carlisle. That Coach Carlisle that I know is the old OG Coach Carlisle.
Right.
Won his first championship. I think was it Yazoo County. He won the Yazoo County first, and then he went over to Yazoo City and got a championship. Or either it was the other way around. I think it was. But his son, I think he just won with Yazoo City last year.
You know, the thing about that is I just spoke to one of his rival coaches who's BJ Townsend. I think you're familiar with that.
That's my teammate.
Yeah, he's the head coach.
Whoa. Hold on just a second. I gotta do something though. I want TD to tell. Now I know I got my coach here. I wasn't as good as I was in middle school when I played for coach. Man, I was on the taxi squad, so I ain't fully developed. And I know Kevin can get buckets. I want him to tell y'all what my teammate said yesterday because he called me. What did he say? What did he say? Tell him now. Tell the people what he said.
So you know me, I try to take people at their word. Sometimes you have to get verification, especially when they're not around. So I'm standing on the track in the sideline of the game between Hometown and Kenton High School for the district playoff, and who walks out but BJ Townsend, who's the head coach of Kenton High School basketball team. And so I was like, you know what, Ken always talking about he got. So I said, BJ,
it's for you, KG, though. Listen now. You listen closely.
I said, come on, man. He said, he ain't here. Homeboy. I said, Ken ain't a good man.
What did he say?
Man, then he got a big smile, man. That thing he said, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Ken used to get booked, man. That guy used to ball.
Hey, man. Look, man. Hey, what? How it goes on?
I mean,
I'm just saying. Look, that's confirmation from my college junior college team. We won a state championship together, by the way.
Right.
Appreciate BJ for setting the record straight. I did used to get buckets.
Right.
Now I still got that jumper. I just don't have the oxygen level.
Now look. Now the one thing I can say.
No. I'm like Big Baby in the Big Three. I dominate the Big Three.
One thing I can say this. I can say this.
Oh yeah, Zo, go ahead, Zo. Come on.
I can say this now. I can say this. Jumpers wet.
Still got that thing, man.
Well, hold on. I lied. I just lied then. The set shot is wet.
The set.
Well, this is why it's a set shot now because my vertical ain't.
I had to break myself. It ain't a jumper no more. The set shot is wet.
Hey, look at it. That nigga said my knee's gone. It might be some truth to that.
The set shot is wet. I give it to him now. The set shot is wet.
Yes, indeed, man. I've had my good days, but no, man. Shout out to my brother BJ, man. As a matter of fact, and we'll get back into the young man that committed from Yazoo City. TD and I talked about an idea, him being from Canton, Mississippi, our starting quarterback, Jacoby Morgan being from Canton. We got a lot of support. We expect a big time Canton following to be at the game tomorrow.
Sure.
We're going to look at even trying to, I think we even offered a point guard on BJ's team. So we're going to try to step up the visibility in that area, especially when it comes to recruits that could potentially become Jack State Tigers. But
that's what I was about to get into. Speaking of Coach Carlisle and that commitment that we got.
Yep.
I watched his career, man, even when he was at Velma Jackson, man. And so I asked Coach Townsend, I said, hey, man, what is it about Coach Carlisle that makes him good? Because he won, 2-3 times at Velma Jackson?
He won about 3.
About 3, Of course, he had the Weatherspoon boys, you know what I'm saying?
I remember when he got them when they were young.
Yeah.
Nick and, was it Kadarius? Q.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
Quindarius, I think it is.
Yes. So he said what it is, he's very meticulous in his teaching. He said he will make you run the same play 50 times. Even, if he wants you to stand here and you are half a foot off, he makes you do it again until you get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's about perfection. And once you get the fundamentals down, then you can, then you can execute the way you need to. I mean, if it's just about running, jumping, and shooting, you're out of control.
Quindary. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you. I didn't want to mess his name up. He's still playing professional ball right now.
Right. So I said that to say, with that young man that we receiving from Yazoo City that Coach Mo has recruited.
Yep.
Then we got ourselves a very fundamentally sound player. So and when we talked to Coach Mo at the fundraiser, man, he said, "Oh yeah," he said, "I'm recruiting those area heavy."
Yeah. And speaking of Coach Mo, real quick, we delivered the toiletries yesterday. All four of us were there.
Right.
Myself, KT, Dub, TD, and Nook. They were unbelievably appreciative, man. I mean that. I just want to say thank you to everyone who donated to the toiletry initiative. And we dropped 4 tubs in each office. We dropped Coach Tamika Reed and her staff was just flabbergasted. They was like, whoa. And they had so much stuff. And we knew if we did it once for them, we could he did sign with the Lakers. I was gonna say that. He's with the South Bay Lakers right now. Zoe and I talked about that a few weeks ago when they signed him. But we were the toiletry initiative is going to allow the student athletes to have everything they need. Matter of fact, he said they had so much stuff they gave everybody around the stuff, and then they was like they kept some of it so that whenever they run low, they can go back. And I'm talking about body wash, deodorant, lotion, toothpaste, chapstick, toothbrushes, mouthwash. I mean, you name it, the essentials. So, like we were joking with them, nobody should be musty and nobody should have bad breath around it.
But you
it
know what?
Be ashy neither, man.
But you know what? I don't think no one appreciates those toiletry more than Coach Beef, man. He seemed very excited.
Yeah.
So,
and we did it for the football team twice.
Right.
And we're going to be much stronger and much more quicker when the season starts next season. And we appreciate you, Gales. Welcome to the channel. But yeah, man, it's just another labor of love. We had a great meeting today with a potential channel sponsor coming down the pipe. Huge. We're going to hold that one close to the vest. So until we finally lock that in, we got to make sure we get some specifics to them. And we're trying to get to the next level. So year of 2024, we speaking it into existence. It's not just about going to the same well, taxing our supporters. We want to continue to do that, but in order to really take what we're doing to the next level, we got to get corporate sponsors and partners that's going to put some serious money behind what we do. Because if we're doing it grassroots the way we're doing it now, just imagine when that real support come in the level. And Zoe and I talked about some stuff today as well. Go ahead, TD.
And here's the thing about that too. We said the grassroots. We let the fans know that we can do it. Because at first it was always like what we can't do, what we don't have money to do.
Right.
But to you and Zoe Vision and kept pushing it on this channel, what we can do, and we all came together as a collective. And I remember the example that you gave about being divided. So when we all came together, when we all came together, it's the second one. Yeah,
the other way. Come on. Pause and go. We good.
So when we all came together,
appreciate it.
Tiger Nation, we saw what we can do. I mean, even with the people that we have in house right now that came in to support to see the show live. I mean, it's all about a family atmosphere, and then. You know what I'm saying? With us coming together doing stuff, which is leading to what Ken is talking about now, to bigger and better things. And just think, man, it's been less than a year, maybe close to a year.
Yeah, it's been the initiatives. We hit our 1-year anniversary for our first initiative,
and it started with
women's basketball.
Yep. The lady basketball team.
So thank you to everybody, man. We hit 1 year on just doing initiatives and. It's been fun, man. And now we just, the way my brain works is like, what's next? What can we do next?
Plus they doing the Puerto Rico thing, right?
We're going to get to that. Now, Zoe, name of the young fella.
Hold on, I had to put something in the chat real quick. But yeah, man, we got to
Callaway, man. Come on with it.
We had to we picked up Tamarion Hoover, man. 6'5" wingman, the point guard, shooting small forward. And like we stated earlier, from Yazoo City, man, out the zoo, or as some people would say, Yuck City.
Yuck time.
But I tell you what, man, a big pickup. This kid is actually really just out of the cusp of being a Dandy Dozen player. And put up good numbers. Fits what we like to do. again, a Metro Jackson recruit, so it adds a great Jacktown local flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
And, we talked about it, but we didn't really put it up, on the previous show. I think it was in Lindsay's college basketball preview, where they actually have us pick to win the SWAC this year.
They did factor in Deshaun Ruffin though, but keep going.
Yeah, they did factor in Deshaun, and then probably because at the time of print, he hadn't been injured just yet.
Right.
But still, be it as it may, man, this team has a great, Jackson flavor to it, and this kid adds to it, man. He's 6'5", has a long arms, so he has a good wingspan. I think he may even still could possibly be growing to where he probably can get about 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah.
And you talk about running point with that, man.
And you know who he remind me of?
He remind me of Tayshaun Prince. I mean, with the body type.
He remind me of DeJounte Murray, bro.
I can see that. I can see that.
That's a player comp for me, man. And watching him, I mean, a rangy kid. He's. I mean, you get Coach Kendrick Pratt in the. I love the strength and conditioning that they're building.
We gotta talk about that too, man. That's a big thing for this team too.
It is. I mean, your strength and conditioning is the nuts and bolts of your program. So if you got a good strength and conditioning program, and you look at the technology that they've implemented at the university, you look at the staff, they work in cohesion, and they're doing really good things. I love the way our team looked. We had a chance to go catch them against Rhodes College, and we won by almost 50. Colty Young looks good. Ken Evans' body looks great. Big boy in the middle, big bully, looks good. And then Manziel didn't even play. Chase Adams looked amazing, bro.
Mm-hmm. Real true point guard.
You got Chase Adams not turning the ball over, and he's playing high caliber, efficient basketball. Jackson State can win the SWAC, even with Deshaun Ruffin not playing this season due to injury. But just imagine you bring this young man in, and you bring in the class that Coach Mo and his staff is going to put together. You bring Deshaun Ruffin back, who was a Mississippi, Player of the Year, Gatorade Player of the Year, and won multiple championships at Callaway. And he's still with the team.
So what season did you coach Mo? 2, 3?
This will be his second season. So last year was his first season.
Oh wow, yeah, he did.
This will be his second full season.
Good
So
deal.
So congratulations, welcome to the family, and let's move right along. Now, women's basketball is ranked the #1 HBCU women's basketball program, but water is wet, right?
For sure.
It's shocking to me. I'm gonna tell y'all like this right here. I think Coach Tamika Reed. Now, it might be a stretch, Coach, but I don't believe so. I feel like our women's basketball team get some of these men teams to run for their money. I'm being honest when I say that.
Really?
They are loaded, man. Now I'm being a little facetious.
I got you.
Of course, in the level of strength, but I'm just talking about pure roster makeup, skill set at every position. This is probably the most complete team I've ever seen Coach Tamika Reed have, and that's even including the teams with Deja Rogan and Amisha Williams-Holiday, some championship winning teams. Now they got to go win it. Getting Maya Crump back, Kishana Lucky returning for another year, and having Angel Jackson and Daphne White in the back in the middle.
Right.
With Taylor Bowler is really the first team All SWAC player on this roster, and the list goes on and on. You mentioned one player, Haley Breland. You mentioned. The list goes on and on and on and on. And I'm talking about levels of depth. That's not even factoring in the transfers. The young lady from Valley, the young lady from Auburn, the young lady. I mean, and trust me, this team right here, they have a goal to get to the Sweet 16.
Wow.
They have a goal to get to the Sweet 16. And that's a very realistic goal. I don't care what happened last year. This is not the same team. I think if Maya Crump plays last year, we win the SWAC easily, in my opinion.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, two things. For one, I think you said when you was in high school, didn't the high school girls go against the ball?
I actually had to guard Coach Tamika Reed. True story. So shout out to Coach Anna Jackson, legendary coach, Merrill High School. So what she used to do is she wouldn't practice against the varsity team. I was on junior varsity at the time. So they would get the junior varsity boys team would practice against the women. For those that know, the Rogers sisters who it felt like it was a different Rogers sister coming up every single year, Diamond, and they literally, Ebony Felder. You mentioned
Tamika.
Tamika. Man, shucks, man. I'm forgetting some of their last names, but I can see their faces. That team. She had a decade run.
Right, she did.
Raven. She had a decade run. Raven, yeah.
Raven and Diamond.
Yep.
So they gave y'all a little run when you was
we beat them. I think the closest they got was like about 20. But we were playing hard, TD.
Right. Oh.
Because you know damn well we ain't losing no girls.
Right.
That's how it was. It was like, nah, bro, we ain't doing that. But keep in mind, at this time we were strong. Mo and the ninth graders won the state. We finished 9-0 in Virginia varsity. And I think at that time, Ashley was at point guard along with some of the other players that played at Merle. So it was a strong time. And rest in peace to Coach Fritz, who was head coach at that time. And that was my last year playing at Merle. I didn't go to varsity with Derek Ivory and Jimmy Boykin and Godfrey Drake and Matt Barnes and all those guys that I played with, Ariel Thomas. I wound up transferring to Madison Central, moved with my father, and then I played my last 2 years there. So it was just testament to the different strategies that she used.
But you know something else that you said about when you were describing this team about them aiming for the Sweet 16?
Yep.
You know,
Keisha Tardy, that's it. Keisha, yeah, that's right. That's right. Shout out to Keisha. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know when you speak of Coach Reed, the confidence, you know what I'm saying, that she presents, that oozes out of her when she speaks, it makes you believe her. And the things that she's done, you know what I'm saying, you feel that this team can make it to what he's talking about. You know what, Ken?
Yeah.
She really believes that, man.
Oh, without question.
Yes, Coach. Yeah.
Oh, man. Look, I'll say this. Speaking of Coach Reed, though, what did she tell us yesterday? I almost forgot. All right. We will be doing an initiative for the women's basketball team when they go to Puerto Rico. And here's the thing. It's going to be very similar. They want to have some cash flow to be able to do some things with the young ladies. It is an expensive trip, y'all. I'm just telling y'all. Just if you're going to make that trip, just be prepared. Spend a few coins, but we won't. As she stated, she said our fans deserve something like this.
That's what she said.
So she wants the fans to come out, and she's going to give me all of the information so we can push it out to the fan base. And once I get it out to y'all, you're gonna have to book that ASAP because that's this month, by the way. So those flights. Now I was looking at flights leaving back out on Sunday, leaving Puerto Rico on Sunday, and they like god awful high. But I was talking to the gentleman this week. He said if you fly back on Monday, the rates are a little bit less, expensive. So
and also you want to look at flying out of New Orleans as opposed to Jackson too.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. There you go. But, yeah, so stay tuned for that. We will let you know whenever we're ready to rock and roll with that initiative, but we will be doing that. I do remember Robert Cottonhead. Yes, I do. All right, let's move right along. 4 more days. Now, speaking of the women, they open up against Lemoyne. Owen, please show up November the 7th. I think that's a Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. That's Tuesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So Tuesday night. We showed up for the men, but we got to show up and show out for the women, man. Come on in, and I need somebody to come give us a real good report on what we really see,
So that's going to be a home game, huh?
It'll be at home. It'll be at the Lee Williams Athletic and Simmons Center. I think the time frame will be close to what the boys were, probably 7 p.m. I don't have an exact time, but when we get that, I'm pretty sure it'll be on the website.
I just want to say the election.
Hey, man, we're excited about this, man. Shout out to James Houston. James Houston is projected to get healthy. He hasn't been playing this season, but according to Coach Dan Campbell, his head coach, they expected James Houston to return pretty soon. So we're excited about that because we had plans and aspirations to actually go catch a game this year and try to spend some time with James. That was the hope. But he did go down with an injury, but it's great news for him. They do expect him to return.
And you know what,
in
man?
2023.
I'm excited to see him play. It was hurtful to see him go down, especially with him being the only Tiger right now that had holding us up, and then for him to go down, we was like, oh man, it was that wasn't good. But not only that, his Lions are balling, man.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a chance to make a run. Now they're getting a pass rusher like him back. Look out, man.
Yeah, they're looking good right now. I think they were 6-2 last I looked. But shout out to James, man.
Shout out to Mr. Houston. That's the problem.
Yes, sir. This is the Puerto Rico information. The times are confirmed. I know the first game on Thanksgiving Day, Jackson State is going to play at 4 p.m. versus the University of Central Florida. The next day we play University of Puerto Rico, Mayagüez. And then Saturday we play at 9 p.m. This is Eastern time, by the way. Just FYI, this is 9 p.m. Eastern. You got Jackson State versus St. John's. And these are big-time programs. So you want to look at the programs that are there. This is some big-time stuff for these young ladies and the coaching staff. So we're expecting to go out there and have a great showing, man. I really feel like we could literally go to Puerto Rico and actually go 3-0. Wow. And that's not hyperbole, man. We could really do that.
Man, like I told you, man, I actually picked us to finish 500 in the non-conference. And again, when you talk about a SWAC program on the women's side, that hasn't been done. When you talk about who we're playing, and our non-conference slate is actually tough. You know, you're talking about playing Texas again, some other Power 5 teams, but just go back to last season. We beat a Texas Tech. We beat a ULL. And we were competitive in some other games that, you know, again, if Maya Crumpler's on the floor, there are about 2 other games we probably win. I mean, this team, I'm telling y'all, this team is going to be special. This is without question the deepest team that Coach Reed has had since she's been at Jackson State.
We got to show up and support, man. They're expecting unbelievable support from the Tiger Nation. So if you haven't already, go grab your season tickets, man. Go.
And you know, they probably ready to jump back on the hardwood, man, after that devastating, last shot loss.
Don't remind me.
Okay. I won't.
No. I mean, like, I don't mean that literally. Ooh, man, that hurt, man. That one hurt because we was up 5, man. Oh, that hurt. Somebody coming in with this bow tie on looking sharp.
Oh, yeah, man. That's my guy, man.
Let's move right along. So tomorrow, man, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., we have the JSU Alumni Tailgate for all of the complimentary access to JSU National Alumni Association Life members. So it'll be on the RV lot B1 through B4. So that's when you first enter the gate. Also, it'll be by the Blue Bengal Athletic Association tailgate. So we're going to be out there 10 a.m. in the morning. Let TD do his thing, man, with the camera, man. He did a really good job in Pine Bluff, grabbing some content, man. We have to put a camera in his hand, man, because he's going to be out there hunting for that golden fish.
Yeah, no, I was just about to ask you, man.
How you doing, man?
At this tailgate right here. What's up, my guy?
Whatever you need, we got you. No problem. Yeah.
How you doing?
Look at Sean, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to see you.
So y'all come out to the tailgate tomorrow, man, if you're in town. All right, let's talk about this, man. This is pretty cool. And then we be pretty much done with our preliminaries after this. We got one more slide. Actually, the last slide is the game. And then we'll drop the link. Folks want to come and talk about the game, we can. So today, this is pretty much it. Tomorrow, parking lots are open at 8 a.m. in the morning. Stadium ticket office are open at 10 a.m. So around the same time, if you don't have your tickets, you should have your tickets. But stadium gates open tomorrow at 12 p.m. Tiger Walk is at 12 p.m. So if you want to catch the Tiger Walk, for everyone that haven't been to a game where they know the team bus will let them out right at the tailgate area, the Tiger Walk is going to start at 12 p.m. sharp. And if you want to be out there to greet the team as they arrive, please do so. We plan to be out there. So we look forward to that. And then guess what? The Sonic Boom of the South enters the stadium at 1 p.m. Got 2 p.m. kickoff on ESPN Plus. And I'm excited, man.
Tiger Talk?
No. Okay. I mean, if we do, we'll let everybody know in the morning. As of right now, there's no plans to.
Okay.
I think tomorrow with Zoe's schedule, we probably gonna just table that for now.
Okay. And
then revamp it and come back. May do something on the Alcorn game, but stay tuned to that. Last slide. Let's talk about the football, man. We'll go ahead and jump back to it. And then we're gonna go ahead and drop the link too. So let's get this last
Bet.
I said we got a good 30, 40, 45 minutes, depending on who want to come up and talk football. If y'all got anything else on your mind, let us know. Hit us up, let us know. We're more than happy to talk about it.
I love it.
Man, I'm looking forward to this game tomorrow, and it's kind of hard for me to even say that when we're talking about, traditionally when you talk about a Jack State, Texas Southern game. But it's a lot of different storylines in it. Again, I have a vested interest just off the fact of what we're playing for, and the different pieces of everything that's involved with this team. When you're talking about, again, the continued maturation of development of Jacoby and at quarterback.
Yes.
When you talk about, now integrating JD back into the offense, looking to see what that's going to look like if Herb is coming back into the fray. And then, now we're in the process where we're, going more hurry up. We're utilizing the tight end. So it's a lot of different things that we haven't really seen throughout the season. It's kind of starting to come into the fray right now. And then again, still matriculating to now the third game in a row where Coach Bradley's on the sideline, seeing the growth in the defense with it being on the sideline and us, get to the point where we're tackling a little bit better. But also just, again, looking to see how we're going to segue at the close of this season onward into the spring, preparing ourselves for next year and the second year of the TC Taylor era. So then, again, looking at what we can do, tackling against Owens, who is the conference leading rusher. But honestly, man, I think that's really the main focal point. I expect for them to probably try to take a few shots because we all know they're going to run the ball quite a bit. But I still feel like, man, if this defense come to tackle, this game won't be close. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and just project that we're going to put up 40, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do. I think if I had to choose anything, honestly, man, I think Jacoby is going to continue his upward trek of his maturation. I really feel that we'll probably hover somewhere around like a 31-7. I look at like a 31-7 score, and that's a sound victory in doing so. And then again, that'll be the third straight victory we have for the second time this season. And so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I don't know if we get to 20 tomorrow. I mean, I don't even know if we have to. When you look at Texas Southern, I think Texas Southern is a really solid team that just don't know how to win. They don't know how to win. You know what I'm saying? I think they're a solid team that don't know how to win. They lose games in small windows of the game from what I've seen. When you look at the makeup of them, quarterback position is a little shaky but the young man that is playing quarterback, we recruited him. He chose Texas Southern over us. Jace Wilson I think he was out of I forgot where he's from. I think he's from Missouri or something to that effect. But he was at a junior college, and we recruited him. He chose Texas Southern. And then, two, you got a former wide receiver that's been chirping a lot, Quay Davis. They're going to be straight up about it. And, I hope they shut him down, shut him out, take everything from him, and then we whoop him and then send him back to Houston with a sour taste in his mouth.
I think he'll hit his average. I think he'll do his game.
Furman, there we go. We did want it. We wanted the young man. I think we would definitely recruited him. And Ray Davis and JSU players talking trash on Insta. They talking trash right now. And he been talking since he left, and it's I like it. I'm okay with it.
And what was the main thing he said?
Man, he said one thing. He said TC Taylor ain't a good coach. It don't look like he got a good coach, but I ain't gonna go there.
Well, like I said, I
like it because this is what you do, man. There's nothing wrong with, a little banter. We talk smack when we was playing, so I welcome it. I'm not gonna get in it because I don't take it personal, but I like that they're doing amongst one another. I guess Jalen Hughes stepped up for the challenge. You know what I'm saying? Because they were chirping back and forth. But Quay is a fiery dude, man. He's a great talent. The young man was a number 8 ranked wide receiver in the class of 2021. He committed to USC as a 4-star out of Dallas, Texas. And we wound up pulling him over to us, and he played the season for us. Didn't really play as much as we thought he would have played. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But he's a young man, and he's even though statistically he's probably not the best statistically wide receiver for them, he's definitely the best wide receiver that they got, in my opinion.
Right.
Well, I think he'll do his averages. He averages 35 yards a game. I think he'll hook around it tomorrow.
So somebody said, why didn't he play for Coach Prime? Well, we were deep at wide receiver, and we didn't really delve into the depth of the position very much. Shout out to Dallas Daniels and that core, Shane Hooks, Keith Corbin. Those guys played very well. And even last year, I don't know if he was on the team with Keith. Last year we had Kevin Coleman. You had Travis Hunter playing wide receiver. So I mean, he fell into the depth. Huh?
He was there.
Okay. But we used him in a lot of he's a weapon, man. You want to give him the ball. We used him on some jet sweeps.
Yeah, we did.
But he's
not
a physical
running back too.
The kid is built like a running back, man. He's built like he's kind of got that Debo Samuel build. You know what I mean? That AJ Brown build, kind of from that same mold. I think he's a weapon, and I think he's going to be motivated to play back in Jackson. I don't know why he left. I don't know what the reason was. So maybe that's some motivation for him. But the way you shut that up is to go out and do what you got to do. You should go do your job, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't Jack State versus Quay Davis, Jack State versus Texas Southern. Right. He's a wide receiver, and he have to get his quarterback to get him the ball. But if I hit your quarterback, you can't get the ball.
Exactly. You took the thought right out of my head. That's what I was just about to say. The way you stop, because he's a big physical player, and I think our corners can hold up, pretty well with him. But the way you for sure stop him from doing what he want to do is have a partner in the backfield.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. If
you have no one to get him the ball, downfield, you get frustrated, get taken out of his game, and then therefore, it's smooth sailing for there. So I think the key to that's going to start with our defensive line up front and applying pressure to Chase. So I think that's how you first heard what he's trying to do or what he attempted to do with all the chatter.
He said they enjoying the live. No, man, enjoy the live, man. We ain't watching it, so just give us the skinny on whatever they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Said, by the way, all the old JSU players are on the live. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun game tomorrow, man. It's gonna be chippy, man. It's gonna be. I can see him getting the first down and getting up talking crazy, pointing to the sideline. Right. That type of stuff. I like that kind of stuff.
Going by his average, he only gonna get 3 first downs.
Hey, he might be motivated tomorrow. Everybody get up at Jackson State. I want to whoop him, though. I want to whoop to Texas Southern and send him back to Houston with a big old L. So I look at the matchup, and I think we got our chances. I think people are expecting us to go out there and not tackle well tomorrow. I think we live up to the challenge. I don't think there's any pressure on us.
Yeah, I'm with the football girl on that. That's where it's going to start right there.
That's absolutely right. That's where it starts. Tyus Martin. Throw him in there. True Thompson, but most importantly, we need our edge rushers. We need Antonio Doyle, Phillip Webb, and them to have a big game tomorrow. I think the game's going to be won off the edge, in my opinion, because I do feel like because of this running back, we're going to definitely shore up the middle of the field because we're going to put a lot of emphasis right there. But I think the opportunities will be you got to get your edge rushers to set the edge.
Got to.
And one thing that we noticed, and this is not something that we being critical of, but it's like we have to take better angles. When he was looking at that versus Pine Bluff, he was cutting in a little too sharp, Zoe.
Yes.
We got to we want to come a little bit more wider and force the runners inside because an edge rusher shouldn't get beat outside. That means you're running a straight line like a safety blitz or something, but you want to set the edge and establish and actually make them go back to the middle of the field where your help is.
Right, and that's where your linebackers come in for cleanup duty. It's not as running back run to the outside. It's not for the edge rusher. It's to keep them on the inside. You want to keep everything in the middle, so you put running back into defensive tackles, the defensive line, in your linebackers to
Right.
come up and make the plays. That's a key thing to that.
Absolutely. Juice is so Juice actually, he may be done for the year. I think he had a concussion, man. It was some type of injury like that. Obviously, he's not playing. That's what it was for. But we did confirm that. So that's why we haven't seen him. You know, concussions can end. I was in Austin, Texas, and I was watching David Ash. You remember that name, Zoe?
Yep.
Quarterback David Ash. He retired from college football due to concussions. Could not overcome concussions, bro. He got another concussion, started dealing with migraines real bad, and he decided to hang it up, man. So that's why I stopped playing football. Concussion. So
Right. That's right.
I gave it up after that, man.
Right.
So it's for no, that's an order. That's for Fuller. If it's on the side, don't touch it. Somebody come up with something? Who's here? Who's here? What's the name? What's the name? KD is that's a large, right? Extra large? No, it's the one in the it's on the side. I put it to the side. That was the last one. All right, good deal. Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. There you go. It said brain injuries are always serious. Man, y'all come on up, man. The link open, man. Y'all want to come up and chop it up?
It's like look, Terrell Davis and
yeah, TD used to have them bad migraines.
No, but he wouldn't play. Like he would miss like a couple games just due to migraines. Would not play at all. So
Percy Harvin's career was derailed due to migraines.
Exactly.
Yeah, he had to give it up, man. Bad migraines.
Right.
So it happens, man.
Speaking of TD, we're not going to talk about what TD did in the Super Bowl against Green Bay. That's another story. With migraines, though. But yeah.
I was a TD fan, bro. A big time Terrell Davis fan, man.
Big time.
I love Terrell Davis, man.
Yeah,
big fan of Terrell Davis.
Yes.
And I rooted for big head Peyton Manning, by the way, too. So I wanted to see him win in Denver.
Right.
But, I was a Denver. I rooted for Denver, even though my Raiders suck. Shout out to Coach Antonio Pierce, man. Maybe we get a little something. I like the press conference, but that's another story for another day.
Yeah.
I'm pumped up though, man. He had me worked up. He had me fired up.
Really?
Yeah, man. Maybe our Raiders will be on or something. But anyway.
So here's the thing too, Ken. We're not gonna let Quay Davis completely take our mind away from what they really like to do. That's the fella. I think they call him Owens.
Ladarius Owen.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he the man. He the real deal.
He's the real deal.
Next two games, we playing arguably the two best available backs, though.
Yes.
With Agent Zero and Alcorn. And speaking of the West, though, I want y'all to know this. Alcorn win the game tomorrow. They actually gonna win the West, just FYI, unless they lose to Texas Southern and us. I'm gonna tell y'all how. I'm gonna give you a scenario. If Alcorn wins tomorrow, they beat Texas Southern, it doesn't matter if they lose to us. Because here's what happens. The best case scenario in that situation is Grambling would win out. Actually, Grambling would win. There's no way to do it, though. Because even if Grambling wins out, they beat Grambling by 1 point.
Tiebreaker.
If they beat Southern and they tie, they still win the tiebreaker. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, Southern.
So the only way it could be a three-way tie is Alcorn loses tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Grambling wins out, which gives Southern a loss, Grambling a victory. I think. All right, if Southern wins tomorrow, and Grambling wins the Bayou Classic, then if Grambling wins out, they got to beat Texas Southern. I think they play Texas Southern. I think they do. But this is the scenario. I looked at it. Grambling is rooting for Alcorn tomorrow.
Okay.
They're rooting for Alcorn. No, they're not. They're rooting for Southern. They're rooting for Southern. I'll take that back. If Southern wins tomorrow, that gives Southern a 1 loss. It gives Alcorn 2. Grambling has 2. All Grambling has to do is win out. Because it'll be a 3-way tiebreaker at that point. Because It'll be 3 teams with 2 losses. I'm not factoring in Prairie View because I don't think Prairie View is gonna. Hold on. If Prairie View wins out, they hold the tiebreaker. So Prairie View beat Alcorn. Yeah, that's true. It's another city. This is a wild, wild west, man. I'm just trying to get us a thriller, man. I want Alcorn to be in the driver's seat to win, and I want to beat them. That's just what I want, man. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Tomorrow, we got to take care of business, man. Have to. We got to take care of business. The uniforms look great. The video looks great. The look, I think the energy is going to be high. I think people are going to be happy to come out there and play tomorrow. I mean, the team. But we got to go make it happen. Jacoby Morgan plays his first game. He got his first start in the vet. Right. He's at home. How's he going to play tomorrow, Zoe? Is he going to be amped up? Is he going to be full of adrenaline? What you think, man?
I see 300 tomorrow.
300 like the movie, huh?
300.
What TD had, G dropped his head like, bro, don't say it, man. Just say something else.
Hey, but you know what? No, Jacoby, and he said, just his dream school. This is where he wanted to play. And so now he's here. He has the fan support. And like I said, I watched him do an interview earlier in the summer. And then I watched the interview that he did with Decoy Receipt. And I watched the maturity, the maturity in his voice, the confidence that he possessed. And I feel like the young man is ready. So I've always, I wanted to, this is going to be what I'm looking for from him.
Okay.
Because, yes, he had the first 2 start, he had a good game, against Valley, being that his first start with all the things going on with the adrenaline and all that stuff.
You can get some of that.
He did
whatever
pretty
you
good.
think.
And then you come back against Arkansas Pine Bluff. I was a little more impressed with him as well, which is with his release, the quickness, his decision making, the preciseness of his passes. I mean, all the touchdown that he threw, man. I mean, all I could see was the white.
He didn't look like he put the ball in harm's way.
He did not.
Even though he threw the interceptions, that was on a should have been a false start. If y'all watched that play,
it was 2 men.
It was absolutely 2 men outside. They didn't throw the flag.
Right.
So he took a shot, and it was to no avail. He wound up getting an interception. But outside of that, he didn't put the ball in harm's way. I thought the pass of the day, though, actually was like 3 of them. I think the 2 obvious ones were the one to Fabian McCray, which was a great catch, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
We had the one to DJ, though, the one that had the touch. Where the ball kind of went this way and it just kind of spiraled and it fell right in his hands. But the pass that really made me realize, man, he's in his zone right now. He had Fabian McCray on a slant route, like a skinny post, so fired that bad baby right down the middle of the field. And I'm talking about he hit him right in stride, man, with the defender right behind it. Bam, hit him right in his midsection, bro. So I was like, okay. And that's what you wanted to see. You got your big, and you see him staring at and aim and fire right down the barrel, man. And he hit him right in stride.
And McCray and that touch pass that he did to DJ were both in the left corner of the end zone. So
he threw a good ball to DJ. There was DJ was out of bounds, which could have been another touchdown.
Back of the end zone,
in the back of the end zone. But it was a great day for him, even in the elements. So no elements tomorrow. I saw him today. He looks very calm. Looks very calm.
Yes.
Doesn't look like the moment's too big for him. He just looks very cool, calm, and collected. And
before he got his first start, he mentioned to KT Dub and he basically said, man, I live for this moment. This is this is what he's looking to do. And I also received he was kind of shocked, for getting newcomer or player of the of the week.
Talking about against Valley?
Yes.
Okay.
And so the thing about that, he made I probably shouldn't say this, man, but he was like, hey, if that occurred and that was my first game, he's already to light it up. Now
he came back and lit it up though.
Came back and lit it up.
But you got to do it again though. So you know, our fans and this sport is a what have you done for me lately type sport.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Mr. KD. See y'all later, man.
You guys for coming.
Telling y'all, man, 300 yards passing, 75 yards rushing.
Wow.
I got him with 3 touchdowns tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know what his stats are going to look like. I just want to. I'm looking more so for.
I don't think
game. I'm looking more so for game management as well.
Mm-hmm.
Texas Southern does have a solid defense. They you said Zoe that Body had some blood. Blood had some opportunities and he just missed it. He looked pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
But they drop a lot of DBs. But I really feel like tomorrow is going to be more about our running game. And I don't think Jacoby is going to have to do too much tomorrow. I think 300 yards is. It depends on the game plan now, because we started that game plan in Pine Bluff. We were throwing that thing. It was like, okay, we're gonna throw it again. All right, we do it again, and that it was clear they felt like they had something with it. So if they run in a 3-man front and they drop an 8, man, our running back should eat. You know,
yes,
and that's what I expect. You know, so I think the coaches will kind of see what they can get on first down. If they can get 5 to 7 yards on first down, we'll know if we can. You know what I'm saying, continue to push it. But I'm intrigued by the strategy. I think Texas Southern is one of those teams that they got nothing to play for. They got nothing to lose.
Right.
So they can kind of go out and try everything. I expect some trick plays tomorrow. I expect something like a fake punt, possibly an onside kick or something like that. You're going to see, I think Coach Clarence McKinney is going to try just about everything that he can to put us on our heels and have us playing anxious and playing from behind. So that's what they did to FAMU, and then FAMU settled down, and they came out when FAMU scored that touchdown before the end of the half.
Yeah.
I knew Texas was gonna lose. I was like, they had them. They should have been up 21-0, and instead they was only up 14-7. So to me, that was a 14-point swing. And next thing you know, I look back, FAMU up 2 touchdowns. Right. So you know, we got to be able to do the same thing if we do get behind.
And you said something that I was about to say, so you took the thought right out of my head when told me to 75 yards. I don't doubt that he can run for 75 yards or more, but I don't think he's going to have to, especially with the backfield that he has. And then if we go back to what Coach Taylor said a few weeks ago, about not allowing him to run that much.
Yeah.
So
I don't want him to take the unnecessary hits.
And if you run the 3-4 defense and you have the stable of running backs that we have, there probably shouldn't be a need for that unless you just want to, throw them off. So like you said, he seemed real calm, he seemed real poised, and he really seemed like, man, he lived for this moment. So that's what I'm looking forward to see, how he handles the situation, how he handles the moment in front of his home team. I mean, his home in front of the home crowd in the vet that he said he grew up in.
Yep.
Yep. So now you coming out. You're not coming out, as a slash runner, to fill in. You coming out to, being the quarterback.
Yep.
So that's something that I'm looking for. That's one of the things that I'm looking forward to see.
Yeah, man, you're gonna have all 3,000 people from Exit 119 at the vet tomorrow.
Hey man, and we gotta show up, man. Everybody need to show up, man. Show up and support, man. Hey guys, we got about 15 minutes left, man. We're gonna do this live, and if anybody want to come on up, man. We love to hear from you guys. Make your predictions. TJ, if you're out there, come on up, brother.
Right.
But we're gonna get into a score.
So do we know if Herb
game time decision? We'll
decision.
know if 5 suits up, we know he's ready to roll. But I don't think if with a high ankle sprain, it depends on what he wants to do. If Herb is gonna enter the pros and not return next year, then you push it. You know what I mean? You go ahead and try to get back and get some stats, and you get ready for Alcorn.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can test it out. You already got JD back, so his snaps are going to be limited anyway.
Mhm.
But I think that's going to come down to the medical staff as well as the coaches making that decision as far as what he want to do. But then again, you run a risk of
hold him out for this game.
If it's not healthy, you run a risk.
I would hold him out for this game.
I personally would. I would just say wait
and go full ball against Alcorn.
Because if you don't play this game, he got 2 more weeks to heal. So,
and with the way JD played last week, man, he's like, hey, I'm back.
Yeah, but we loaded. I mean, even if JD didn't play, look, I told everybody this running back room is something serious.
I like it, man. I like it a lot. Peppers has to make every contact count. I agree with that. Peppers got to have a big game tomorrow. We're going to need our backers, man. I tell you who needs to have a good game. Who needs to have a better game.
Phillip Webb and Doyle, man.
All that's true. KJ Arrington, bro.
Man.
KJ, I love you, bro. I need you to wrap up, man. I need you a lot of missed tackles, man, and I need him to. And that's not the KJ we used to seeing because KJ had a lights out SWAC championship game. He's played pretty well this season, but I think to his own take care now. I think to his own admission, he would admit that he could definitely step it up a notch when it comes to tackling. Where we that's been our Achilles heel. We've improved some, but it still exists. So tomorrow's gonna be a good test. Matter of fact, the next 2 games gonna be a good test.
Right.
So if you ain't tackling the next 2 games, boy, you run a risk.
But here's something else that I saw on film too, Ken. Even when we blitz our linebackers, if they be going so fast, sometimes they go past the play rather than breaking down.
You got to break down. I was just about to say that.
Yeah, making sure that the tackle, you know what I'm saying, it's in the grabs. Sometimes they just run really fast. They go past the play. They be too excited by being there, and then either they miss the tackle or the running back go by them. So I agree with you. I was about to say that Erickson needs to make sure that he makes solid tackles, that he wrap up because he gets there. He gets to the play. He gets there to make the play.
He be there.
You know what I'm saying? Every time.
Be there.
So we can tell that he know how to fight out blocks and get there and read the play. Now it's finishing.
Facts. There we go. It's a good word.
You know what I'm saying?
Got to finish the play, man.
Got to finish the play.
I mean, in finishing the play it benefits him, stat wise. You know what I'm saying? Impact on the game. You know what I'm saying? Getting some potential 3 and outs. Stopping them from getting first downs. We be there, man.
Right.
Alabama State, though, we said right there. They scored right where we were standing, and we watched a young man that was probably 5'8", 5'9", probably 178, 180 pounds, break 3 tackles. Get into the end zone on 3rd down. Can't have it.
Right.
Can't have it, man.
And it was 3rd and long.
Can't have it. So you gotta, if you get your hands on it with tackling, if you play defense, it's kind of like wide receivers. If the ball touch your hand, you got to catch it. That's the rule, right?
Yes.
If it hits your hands, you got to catch it.
Right.
For sure.
Well, if you make contact, you got to bring them down. That's kind of how the defense works. So, what's up, TJ? Come on up if you got something you want to throw in there, man. Links open. Like I said, we won't roll for another 10 minutes, or we'll go a few minutes over if we need to. If you got something. There you go. Appreciate that, Blue. So they do have a nasty linebacker. Jacob Williams is a dog. He is, man. He has 15 and a half tackles for loss, number 3 in the SWAC in tackles per game. Hey, we're going to have to go out there and play, man. I think the reason – now, this is not to take away from him. When you play that 3-man front, your linebackers –
yes.
You got to have good linebacker support if you're gonna play that 3-man front. They stay true to what they do. It works for them. But what they try to do is take away the pass. They don't want you to pass, and they're saying, well, I'd rather you beat me with. I don't know how well that strategy works because the SWAC doesn't have that kind of elite pass play. I guess maybe us now and FAMU and a couple of other teams, maybe 1 or 2 more teams that can pass well. But
now there are times when they will go into they'll go to 4-down line. And then when they do that, they'll be playing like 2 linebackers. So when they go into that type of defense, that's when you really want your tight ends to emerge.
We got the tight ends that can really soften that middle up and really make some problems for them. But we got to go to them. You know what I'm saying? We got to go to them.
And speaking of tight ends, man, you know who shocked me with their size, man? Hey,
big boy, man.
Maybe, you know,
let it go.
You stepped on the elevator with me, man. I went to the other side. You know? So when Hayden catch the ball, man, he looking to score at all times. So, TJ, what's up, my guy?
What's up, TJ?
What's up, TJ?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man? Just getting to the.
Oh man, we got it. You gonna make it to the game tomorrow? TJ can't hear you, bro. If you're talking, we can't hear you, brother. You might have to go out and come back in.
He just muted.
You're on mute now.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, he's loud and clear. There you go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man, I just getting in from a playoff game, man, high school playoff. So just tuned into y'all, man, before y'all got out of here.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm just excited, man. I'm looking for the fan support. That's really what I want to see on tomorrow. Just how we turn out. I think the team is going to be prepared. I think the coaches they're looking to really get the fans a good product on the field. But in order for them to do that, we need to show up and support. And so I've seen people talking about getting down to the game. Really hope we can in town and really support and get behind the team.
Sorry about that, DJ. I had to mute you. Go ahead, TJ. Finish your point. Got a little echo toward the end.
Oh no, just as far as the fan support, man, that's all I was saying. Just I just want to see us come out and just really get behind the team, and it'll
Absolutely.
be good to get a good win and go into the bye week and come into the game against Alcorn. Just kind of with that old new between both teams, because I think not looking too far ahead, but they're playing fairly well. Seem like they're kind of clicking at the right time, and I just want us to kind of click, so we can kind of end the season on a high note.
Absolutely. I agree with that, man. We got to support. We got to get out there, man. I don't know. Zoe mentioned we probably get 25 to 30 tomorrow. I don't expect a real 30 though. A real 30. It's high school day. It's a blackout. It's a great day for football, man. Temperature going to be anywhere from 75 to 77. It's not going to be scorching hot. It's not going to be too cold. I mean, you can ask for better football weather, So, but again, this is what we say, if you're going to complain about home games and the amount of home games we got, you got to show up, man. That's and right. This is why and regardless of how you feel about it, this is why an athletic director will make a decision and say, you know what? We'll take this game over here, because because we don't have an on-campus stadium like physical campus, it does require cost to to run our games and and do what we got to do. Last time we played in the Vet, it was homecoming. We had 45,000 in the stands and we counted 30-some thousand seats. So hopefully that problem is rectified. Yep. Hopefully we have a really good system in place to count the ticket sales and account for everybody that's coming in. And then two, we just want to challenge those that are a part of this community to just do better and do right by JSU, man. JSU, a great JSU, a great product with JSU, a great game day experience is a great plus for Jackson State University, man.
And here's the thing, Ken, for those fans who feel like, okay, well, I'm not going to attend, I'm going to stay at home because it's Texas Southern. I'm not going to come, I'm not going to attend because we're not going to Celebration Bowl, or we're not going to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, this is even a bigger moment because it shows your Tiger pride and show how you really support your team. I've seen people I've seen people sit in the snow on the team that was 3-9, still showing their support. So you can't be a fair weather fan. I mean, you can be, but it's best not to be. If you're going to support, you're going to support. I think that the job that Coach Taylor and his staff has done, especially in the second half of the season, has been short of magnificent.
Agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to say I take a different viewpoint from that, TD, and that is I mean, you ain't got but 2 of them things left. So at the end of the day, you know, you talked about home games, the last 2 at the crib, and that's it. You got 2 more opportunities to tailgate, build that rapport, and have that camaraderie that you know you're gonna have on the Saturday. You ain't got but 2 of them things left.
I'm gonna add one more.
Have one.
I want to add one more thing to that, Zoe. Sunday, you gain an hour, so time gonna fall back.
Yep.
So it's gonna be now at 9 p.m. it's gonna basically be 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
That's one factor. The other factor is you got I just lost my thought. What was I gonna say?
Ginkgo biloba.
Huh?
I said Ginkgo biloba.
No, I was just I lost it. It'll come back to me. It was one of the things I wanted to say in relation to the.
I was talking about saying that we got two more opportunities left. You got 2 games left.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'll come back to me. But the biggest thing was I'm just trying to take away the excuses as to why we wouldn't do it. You got a bye week after this game, right? But this is to TD's point. These guys have championship aspirations, starting in Atlanta, ending in Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
When you lose a game, it is embarrassing. You feel like you let the fan base down. But what better way to show support to the team than to continue to show up? You know what I'm saying? Continue to show the support. It matters now. Because what I saw today at the tailgate, shout out to Visit Jackson. We was over at the downtown office today, put on another great tailgate event for the student athletes. And community matters, man. You know, a lot of these young men are still ingratiating themselves within the Jackson community, and it means a lot for them to see us in the vet showing up and showing out, making noise for them. So we've done it on the road. Great job to the fans that have traveled, but now we got to do it at home, man. We have to do it at home.
Hey, Ken, Zoe, TJ, Trav, I got a confession. I bought into starting in Atlanta, fishing in Atlanta. And when we got mathematically eliminated, it took a little out of me. But then constantly listening to people's perspective, listening to you guys speak, and I really sat back and thought about it. With the overturn of the roster, with the overturn of the coaching staff, with the overturn, with Coach Taylor becoming the first head coach, I never looked at it as being an excuse. I looked at it, it's always been factual. But then when you really examine that fact on what it was, and you look at the record that we have and the potential that that we have going forward, and knowing that those guys out there still helping them recruiting to go to Atlanta next year, man, I beam with pride.
Yep.
And I'm excited about what's going on, and what the future holds, Ken.
I agree.
So if you really a Tiger, you really a true fan, then hey, you will evaluate that situation as well and think about what happened, and you'd be like, yeah, that's pretty amazing. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm proud. I'm excited for the coaching staff and for the players, because a lot of those players stay and they play their heart out and they playing their heart out. And we appreciate each and every one of them who put on their Tiger uniform and come out and do their thing.
I agree. That's a great point, man. Travis. Yep.
Hey, let me piggyback off that, TD. Another reason to show up for these next 2 games is recruiting going into the offseason, building that momentum. You don't want to just be absent and them players look up there and be like, dang, since we ain't going to Atlanta, y'all not going to show up, so y'all must not care. Like the players and the support, they really feed off that. They love that energy from the vet. And also, something I want to see tomorrow is I want to see Canton, Mississippi show up for they own guy tomorrow. Like this is y'all moment. We got somebody right here. May not necessarily be from Jackson, but not too far away. Show up for your guy and support.
And one of the best ways to show up, if you're coming from exit 119, Ken.
What's that?
Is to wear number 15 jersey by hollering that D Jersey way.
Man, listen. I saw Miss Morgan had a Morgan jersey on. If you need to get a jersey, shout out to brother Craig Thomas at The Jersey Wave on IG _ The Jersey Wave _. You know, so great point, man. Hey, D-Dre, you up, brother?
Hey, what's happening, guys? How y'all doing?
Doing
What's
well.
going on, man?
Sorry, I was having a little technical difficulties. I was coming in from work. But as always, man, I want to say thank you and give you guys your flowers for all that you do as far as educating and informing us as fans and as supporters of JSU. Again, job well done, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Just my takes on the game tomorrow, man. I'm looking for a dose of, I guess we can expect a dose of heavy runs. So I'm really need a lot of gang tackling.
Yep.
And those linebackers, man. Our linebackers got to step up and feel and, you know, and tackle. I mean, that's because you're going to get a heavy. 22 is a monster.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, my goodness.
He
I
is.
mean, that. And so I don't think we're going to see. I mean, this is just my opinion. I don't think we're going to run as Tigers with our Tigers. I don't think we're going to run a 3-man front. I think we'd be better suited running a 4-man front tomorrow.
Yep.
Since they anticipate a run heavy attack.
I agree. I agree with that. I mean, you know, you want to make their quarterback prove that he can beat you with his arm.
Yes.
And you want to apply pressure. 4-man front not only adds more run support, in my opinion, but it also adds more of a mismatch. Not a mismatch. You count body for body on the offensive line. I don't want to sit there and watch my D lineman get double teamed because you just get outnumbered on the front. But I like our D line. I feel like the D line was the strength of the defense. Yeah. But our D line has, you know, it's really our DBs at this point. But we did lose 2 starters. Shout out to K5. Shout out to BJ Washington.
Yes.
2 starters. Prayers for them that they have a speedy recovery. And but that's going to be affected. You know, it's going to be affected. So we it's a next man up mentality. But our strength is going to be you know, on the front end of the defense. So I agree.
Yeah, I expect the offense to really be potent tomorrow. I think Jacoby's going to have a good game. I think they're going to open it up. That man, that young guy has a touch, man. I mean, he has a calm. I mean, he never gets rattled. Just cool as cucumbers back there. I mean, I was watching the D. Corey C interview. Great job, by the way, D. Corey C.
No
and
doubt.
the guy is just calm, man. The guy is just as the late great Stewart, what's his name? The ESPN guy. Stuart Scott, cool as the other side of the pillow. I mean, that's just how he is.
Yeah, he's a great personality, man. He also has a great support base, just like Jason Brown does. Shout out to JB Senior and his family.
Yeah.
It's always great to see the young men supported on the level that they are. Big family, you know what I mean, that's here. And you can tell he embraces it, but he stays locked in. So,
I mean, Jason Brown, I mean, even the support that he's been given, you know what I'm saying, has been
very mature, man.
Yes.
Very mature. Yeah. It's not, let's call it what it is. It's not easy, man, to be replaced in that role because you can only play one quarterback theoretically. You can do a dual or triple quarterback system, and it depends on how you want to do that. We were trying to do something like that. But shout out to him, man, for being such a model citizen, great sport, and even being honest about his feelings about it. And it's he and I close. We talk, and the relationship doesn't change. You know, it's the same, but it's also tough at the same time. We're sensitive to that, but I also admire his just his character through all of this because it shines through, and it means a lot, I'm sure, to Jacoby and Coach Quinn Billerman, the quarterback's coach, and just kind of sometimes how it goes. So it's always next man up. We're gonna support everybody in the uniform, everybody that's a part of the team, and it just kind of is what it is, you know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I want to go back to something you said there, Mr. Lewis. I can't see your first name over there.
DJ.
I want to go back to something you said about gang tackling. Yeah, I hadn't seen much of that this season.
There you go.
Yeah,
except the first game it was, but after that it's been
But throughout the rest of it, it's been kind of scattered, like scattered
Right.
showers almost. But it's been there. I thought there was a game. We saw some of that in Pine Bluff too.
Yes, we saw some of that.
Yeah.
And then the more of support of each other, you know what I'm saying, you know, once a great tackle is made, it shows, you know what I'm saying, that they're working together. And another thing that you said on that point, that going against Owens, that's a big boy. So that game right there is only going to set them up for 8-0. They got to come in. So there's going to be 2 back to back. So you got to get your lick in and learn how to fight, you know, with this guy, because you got to come right back and fight. You know what I'm saying? Fight a big another big guy come next week. Well, we got the next.
Yeah, I agree with Zoe on that. I mean, I'll be honest with you, tackling is a mindset, man. You got to want to do it. I mean, you can tell when somebody wants to tackle and don't want to. But our guys, I got to give them too. Like, I got to give it up too. Like, our guys are, like TD, you said earlier, they're blitz and they're miss, but they're running with their heads down. They're trying to tackle with their heads down, and they're coming in fast with their heads down, so they don't have a vision of the guy the person that they're tackling, so they run right past them. Or they miss, they whiff on the tackle. So I'm like, I saw a lot of stuff, but I'm like, I'm not dismayed, man. I'm happy for the guys. I mean, for what they've done this year. I don't want to poo-poo on it like that, but I am really happy for them. I also proud of Mr. Brown, Jason Brown. I read somewhere that he wanted to be, or heard somewhere that he wanted to be a football coach. So I guess he's preparing himself for that. So kudos to that young man.
I think just through several conversations, bright young man, extremely intelligent, you know, very well spoken.
Real good family.
Yeah, he does. But then too, you look at his quarterback coach, Coach Billerman, same way, played under Coach T.C. Taylor as a quarterback.
Yeah.
Now he's a quarterback coach. He was a wide receiver coach. So coaching is kind of the next wave where you can continue that same. You can stay a part of the game. Shout out to one of our very own who did that. Gave up right after playing Javancy Jones down in Louisville, playing down in Louisville, Mississippi. And I would love to see him continue to carry on his career. You know, Chris Jones, who's at Starkville.
Chris Jones.
Moore, who's over there with him.
Marcus Rogers.
On and on. Of those who were once. You got our, you know, Darryl Asbury, who's a coach, he's doing play-by-play with Rob J right now. But we've had a lot. And Coach Marcus Rogers up there, you know,
Holmes
County. You know, I saw him today. Shout out to Coach Rogers, man. So it's absolutely Vincent Dancy, without question.
Monroe Allen down there. Where's Chucky coach?
Say it again.
What's
Chucky Allen coaches down there in Mendenhall, I think.
What's I got his face in my head at Hattiesburg. CJ Anderson.
CJ Anderson, coaching the D line over there at Hattiesburg. That's correct. Coaching at his alma mater, man. And I'm sure there's others out there. Can't mention everybody. I don't want to forget or miss anybody. But that's how you stay a part of the game and make a career out of it if it's not playing on the field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I also want to say this too. You know, we're talking about Jason, the maturity that he has in possession, and I think that he will have a stellar career in whatever he chooses to do, because he is a bright young man. We had a chance to, you know, hang with Mr. Brown Sr. And you know one thing I do like with
Graylin. I'm sorry. Graylin Pratt, one of my favorite Jackson State Tigers.
That's my quarterback right there. I played with great GP. That's my guy. We played together.
I know. Shout out to Keisha, man. It was great talking to Graylin last year. Was it this year? Or was it?
Yeah, it was this year in May.
In May. Yeah, we talked to Graylin. Yes. So yeah, appreciate that, sis.
Yes. But the last point I was making on Mr. Brown, you know, being able to hang around him, he became a strong advocate, Ken, helping me find the golden fish. So I appreciate that, man. Thank you, sir.
Hey, last points. We're gonna get ready to shut it down because they're gonna close up here in a minute. TJ and DJ, I'll give you your last comments and then we'll close it from there. Anything else y'all got?
Nah, man, great job as always. TD, I need to ask you this, man. I know you're from Canton, but are you related to the Days and Rosses up there in Sharon and Madison County? Are you related to those Days?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have family
Okay.
members from yes.
Yeah, I know. I kind of figured that because you have the look. That's what I say. But I appreciate.
Hey, listen. TD only talks good about me because of my tailgate. What's up, Jesse? Hey, listen. Yolanda Claymore, man. Visit Jackson. Listen, this is a great point. We had a tailgate today. We could have did a lot better in presence. You know, we didn't talk about the presidential stuff and the crap that's going on with the IHL today and how they pulled the last second meeting, which was. We'll talk about that on Monday because we know that they'll make a decision probably after Tuesday. Please go vote, everybody. Go vote.
Well, they were talking about it, don't win until you didn't know.
Please go vote, man. You know, but yes, the community needs to show up for those tailgates. We're gonna have another tailgate for the Alcorn game. I'm sure when that is announced, we advertise that and we put that out there so the information is there. Listen, they're there from 11 to 1. So if you got a lunch break, make the effort to come by. You don't have to go to the ticket office on your lunch break to go get a ticket. You can actually go online. Use technology, people. We go stand in line for an hour to get a ticket.
Hey, Zoe, Ken, question for you. I put it in the chat, but I want to run it past you guys. Even if we physically go into the vet, right, with a ticket, we're ticket holders and we go into the vet, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think as a strategy to increase our TV views, like if we have our devices, our mobile phones, our pad, we log into ESPN Plus, when that increase, when we get both ways, like the physical presence, the physical count in the stadium, as well as the views on the.
It would help. It would help. The only problem with your theory, man. Your phone ain't gonna work in this stadium, dog.
Gotcha.
Hey,
work in this stadium.
Hey, LaDon, we talking about those who can. If you can't, you can't. We know, we get that. That is a lunchtime. Only those who can. If you can't, you can't. We talking about those that just be. Hey, I'm gonna leave that alone. If you can make it, please. Vote Brandon Presley, by the way. You gotta get Tater Tot out of here. That's my only political statement. Get him out. He's a crook. I said it. Yeah, I said it. TJ, you got anything before we get out of here, brother?
I guess I would just say, man, I really appreciate, y'all having this platform, for people to come on and, just be able to have, healthy and positive and good dialogue about, just a variety of issues, but, specifically, relating to Jackson State football. And I would just, really implore the fans to, just really like look at what we've been able to do throughout the season. And to be at a point where we're 6-3, potentially looking at going 7-3, finishing the season 8-3. I mean, that's a win in itself, like considering everything that we've had to endure since pretty much December of last year. And to be where we are and, to just kind of have a glimpse into the future of what, the 2024 season looks like. I mean, if you want to go back, I think a lot of people tend to forget where we were as a program before, the previous coach got here. And so, to have had that success when he was there and then to have, the success that we've had this year, I mean, that's a win in itself. I mean, because I've sat through some dismal games, with our program. But, that comes a lot of times with the territory. I think we have a coach that has a vision. He's just trying to, build, something. And again, I've said it, in the past that, the last few years we had microwave success as it relates to the program. It was fast. We were able to do a lot of things that, a lot of other SWAC schools tried to emulate, in some regard. But what we have now is, really a foundation being laid. You have a coach that really wants to, bring that old JSU tradition back. And trying to draw in those fans that, we may have lost throughout the dismal years and things like that. And so, I mean, I just implore people to just really, show up, continue to support, and just, just be the backbone that the athletic department, the football program needs, because I mean we're on our way to doing something special. You know, I'm a firm believer that Rome wasn't built in a day. Even when you build a house, you can't just go and put up boards and things like that. You got to lay the foundation first, and I think that's what Coach TT is doing. And I mean, you know, we're 8-3 this year, so imagine what next year would look like with you know, more seasoned coaching staff, you know, additional players coming in, a young team that we still have. And if you look at some of the pieces that other schools in the division or in the conference may be losing, I mean, we're sitting, you know, in a pretty good spot. And so that's it for me, fellas.
Well, hey, I appreciate it. Go ahead, though. Last comment. We gotta get out of here. They got close up.
No, I was just gonna say again, Ken and I both, we predicted we'll be 9-2. To sit there and say that we're gonna finish one game off, how you gonna be mad at that?
I'll take it. Family, appreciate y'all, man.
Good night, guys. Appreciate you.
On the live reaction tomorrow, I think we'll do a live reaction, and we'll come back. If not, we'll do it Sunday, whatever. So
we got it tomorrow. Yeah, I love Go Tigers.
Real quick.
Yeah. Hey, I hadn't done this all year, but I want to really. I think we still leading the interception. I want our DBs to keep that up tomorrow. So I want to challenge our DBs to continue to do that thing.
Hey, man. I love Go Tigers, baby. Appreciate everybody.
Great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.